Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly messages. I'm Jelaila Star. Today's topic is just, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps when you're feeling like you've lost the dream, you've lost the vision. And I know a lot of people are feeling that way right now. We're waiting, it's like we're still trying to birth this new reality, and it just seems to drag on and on and on and on. And getting in and we're in the void, we're waiting, we're like in the space between the realities, the old one's crumbling, the new one's still forming, and here we are still hanging out. And sometimes being in the void just weighs on you. You try not to get stressed, you try not to get depressed, you try not to get fearful about what the future holds, and yet every day more of your old reality seems to be dissolving. And it's tough. It's tough when we're in this phase. And sometimes you just feel like it's never going to end. And you get a little down. And you start to feel like you're stuck. You're just like in molasses and you can't move forward. Well, that's where I am today. Today I'm definitely one of those days. You wake up some mornings and you just know you're there. And other days you're like on top of the world. You can make it through another day. You're okay. Today, one of those days. So I was talking to my friend Julia this morning about it, and found out that thank God I wasn't alone having this feeling. But she goes, "Well, what do you do?" And I was thinking about that. And my first response was, "Well, I don't know what to do. I don't have an answer." Then immediately something came to me that was given to me by my guides years ago when I was in training for my mission. And they said, when you're having those days when you just feel like you've lost sight of the dream, you can no longer envision, what you want and the future that you want. That's the day that you get out of the house. You go out, you go do something fun, you go play. And I thought, that's it. I need to go play. I've gotten so focused on, waiting for this thing to happen, and that creates, the tension of, you're real aware of how much of your old reality is dissolving, and how hard it is now to have to be supported. You just, the support. Every time you start a new phase in your life, the support, it comes to provide everything, money, opportunities, people, everything to make it happen, because that's how you planned it. But there's always that transition phase between one dissolving, another one starting, another phase starting. That is that real difficult, challenging part. And it just wears on you after a while. If it's a long period of time, it can wear on you. So going out and playing kind of gets you out of that stuck space, out of that old focus, and kind of like opens up the world to you again. It helps you regain your perspective. And from an inner child standpoint, it helps relieve your child of the tension that she's been dealing with all this time as she's with you as you're walking through this. It would be no different than a child who's 4 or 5 years old who sees a parent who's very stressed and constantly focused on trying to work, and you're running as fast as you can, but it doesn't matter how fast you run, you can't run fast enough because it's like you're bailing water, and the hole just gets bigger in the boat, and your child's sitting there, watching you go through this. That child needs a break from this. It needs to play. So because the inner child is connected to your second chakra, when you go out and play and you get yourself out of that stuck focus, the child can be free, and you will feel a reset in your second chakra, which is, by the way, your creative chakra, and you'll come back refreshed, renewed. So that's where I'm gonna, and usually when that happens, you'll see a little windfall of money come in, or whatever you need, or a new opportunity to get you through, and it will also be possibly a building block for this new reality. So when you get in this stuck space, actually what you're doing is you're kind of blocking that new part from forming, because that stuck focus doesn't help anything. So if you're in that space, go find something fun to do today that is just play. And I was going to vacuum the house, but not play. Even though I like a clean house, not play. So I'm going to go find something fun today, and hope you do too. And hopefully this will help you. Hey, it helped me just talking about it. So see you next week. Bye.